Shalom, shalom. It's the brother Dabia coming at you with another lesson. But before I get started, I want to give all glory, praises, and honors unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles, elders of great millstone, who teach and rule well. Peace, salutation to the hopefully elect that scattered abroad, preaching the truth, sincerity. To you, I want to say shalom. So, this gonna be a little vision I had. A dream that I had. You know, but you know. Going into Jacob's trouble or whatever. But it was a pretty weird dream. But the dream started at night while I was watching TV. But the TV show that was playing was something like you would see on Spike TV, like the world's dumbest criminals or the world's wildest police chases or something. It was like a filming of real life situation type thing. And so as I was watching it, I don't know how it started, but this young Jake, like he was in his late 20s or early 30s, he was heavy set, but he was he was causing commotion, you know, um, with some people, that was at a hotel, like a casino or whatever, at the entrance. But the Jake, he was standing a good little distance, like he was up on him, and then he had walked a little distance from him, but he was still talking trash or whatever, but it was snipers on the roof that he didn't know about. So he got shot in the leg, and the person that was filming the event tried to focus on the sniper on the roof, but he couldn't get a clear focus. But I seen like it was one bodily image of a blur that moved. So the camera got focused back on the Jake that got shot in the leg, and he got up. The Jake that got shot in the leg got up and ran to the corner store for a split second and came back out, and that's when he got, shot in the head by the same sniper. So right after he got shot in the head, he turns around and jump over a brick wall like 7 feet or something like that behind the same corner store that he ran out of. you know. But as he, jumped over the brick wall, he ran into a camp of prophets or whatever with their garments on that kind of, it was similar to ours, but the cameraman, didn't catch what went on between the Jake that got shot and the camp, but they ended up back in front of the camera tussling, and the sniper started back shooting. And this time he was shooting at Jake and the camp. And so Jake dove back over the wall where he came from, and one of the camp members, dove over the wall right behind him. Like he looked like Superman, because again their garments were similar to the garments that GMS wear. But I didn't label them as GMS because you know GMS won't be out, when all hell breaking loose. Okay, you have the other camps that do things like this. And, we might have some imposters, that's try to fake and play like they GMS or whatever. But we won't be out there, in the midst of chaos trying to prophesy, and then we won't be chasing Jake around, trying to tussle with Jake and stuff like that, man. So that's why I say, they were wearing garments similar to ours, but I didn't label them GMS. But so as they dove over the wall, the snipers still shooting, shooting boxes and paper flying up everywhere. So the TV show went to a commercial about how people, falling out and passing out, dying. But the spokesperson of the commercial was like, "Don't believe it. That just a TikTok prank or something like that." But I woke up, or the scene switch. But as the scene switched, or I woke up and went back into another vision. Whatever the case was, the whole time I was watching this TV show. I didn't realize it from a spiritual aspect until I seen, the count. So I'm trying to record it, with my phone to show the brother Lockman, that's in the same campus as me, the second in command, GMS Port City, Mobile. But I was trying to record it with my phone so I could show the brother Lockman the next day, you know, because we was on the phone at this time, but I couldn't call the name of the channel. But as the commercial came on, my phone started lagging and glitching and stuff, and it got all hot and it melted in my hand. So I was like, that's kind of strange. And then I thought about it, like they finna cut the internet, the internet thing. They finna cut social media and all this, man. The cell towers finna go down, and communication and stuff like that. They's gonna cut this, during Jacob's trouble. But so as I was telling the brother Lockman the next day about what happened last night, okay, we still in the dream. This is where the scene switch, or I woke up, or whatever you call it. But I was telling him about last night, but he wasn't paying attention because he was driving. But we pulled up to this hospital like building by the cafeteria and went in. And when we entered, it was like a lobby, but decorated more like a living room, with a kitchen. So these women dressed up, started to sit down and conversate, amongst each other. And one of them turned out to be one of my aunts. She had sat down, by me and tapped me on the shoulder, like, "Hey, what's up? What you doing here?" And you know, as I turned around to see who she was, I turned and I see my mama in the kitchen, fixing alcoholic beverages, so I turned to the brother Lockman. I was like, I was like, I thought you had a doctor's appointment, we both started laughing. So the scene switched again, okay, and when the scene switched again, everybody started leaving or whatever, and all four of us jumped in the same vehicle. By this time it was nighttime, but all four of us jumped in the same vehicle. Me, the brother Lockman, our mama, and our auntie. And our auntie, she was like, "What is that?" And I was, in the back seat, and I looked up, and it was like a brown Apache helicopter, with the spotlight on, doing nose dives, very aggressively. You know, it did it at least three times before, a fighter jet, lifted off the ground with the helicopter, like tucked up under his wing, and it was going up. The sun started rising at the same time. And at that moment, the scene switched again. But it didn't switch, but I knew, it switched because by this time it was just me and the brother Lockerman in the same vehicle. Our mama wasn't in there with us and our auntie wasn't in there with us. So the fighter jet was rising into the sky, with the brown Apache helicopter under his wing. Another brown, Apache helicopter was flying around, circling around us, and it started doing nosedives as well, very aggressively. So at this time, I'm thinking, something going on, or they doing military drills, but it wasn't no gunfire or no rockets or nothing being shot. They were just nosediving aggressively. So the brother pulled over into someone's yard and took a look at this wrecked Tahoe. He didn't say anything, so he got back in a SUV. He just got out and looked at it, and he got back in his SUV because he was in a Tahoe as well. But as I was about to do the same, this muscle bound dude fell from the sky, and it was a Jake. So he fell through the trees and bounced off the sides of another tree, and hit the ground, hard as fuck, with a big ass duffel bag, clenched in his arm. So I was like, I said to myself, damn, because like as he was falling, like he hit every branch going down, and you could just hear like he hit the ground, leaves falling and shit. So you know he got up, and as he was getting up, he had looked into the sky, at the helicopter. So I'm thinking to myself, shit, I don't know if he ejected himself from the helicopter or he escaped the helicopter or fell out the helicopter. All I know is that he came from the helicopter. But as he got up, he looked at the helicopter, and I was like, damn, how many times you got to do that, bro? Because I thought, again, I thought he was training. So the dude looked at me and clenched his teeth together and started charging my ass. So, I was telling the brother, I was like, go, 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 smash out, go, smash out. By that time, Jake ran past the truck we was in and stopped in front of us, but more on the driver's side, and started shaking up this container like a water bottle or something. And as we started driving, I already, knew he was finna throw it at us, so I'm bracing because I know whatever it is in his body, he finna throw it. So I'm bracing. So the stuff got all over the windshield. It covered the whole left side of my face. So I know Lockham was drenched in it, He couldn't see nothing. And I had one eye open trying to, get the stuff off my face, fast as I can. And Lockham said it was doing something to him, but I didn't want to ask him what was it because I didn't want it to start affecting me. I didn't want it to start burning my face or whatever. So he driving and swerving, because he can't see, and he's swerving off the street, on the street, into bushes, about to hit houses and stuff. And I got one open trying to see, but by that time, I actually woke up out of my dream, but this dream was very intense though. I woke up giving all praise to the Lord, because hey, I thought we were finally in Jacob's trouble, man. You had the military, snipers and Jake getting shot, getting hit. Then you got prophets in the video. I mean, in the dream or whatever. It like I was like, oh man, But yeah, that's my dream, man. You know, like it was going down, man. But I got some scriptures I want to bring out. This is Acts chapter 2, verse 17. It reads, "And it shall come to pass in the last days, said the Most High, I will pour out of my spirit upon all flesh, and your sons and your daughters shall prophesy, and your young men shall see visions, and your old men shall dream dreams." And I had another dream last night, but it lasted for like 2 seconds. But when it started up, like that right there would have been another vision of Jacob's trouble. You know, it would have been another end time dream, but I something woke me up out of my sleep before anything could happen. But I already knew, like when I started dreaming, I already knew like this Jacob's trouble type thing. But this verse 18 it say, "And on my servants and on my maid, and on my handmaidens, I will pour out in those days of my spirit, and they shall prophesy. And I will show wonders in heaven above and signs in the earth beneath, blood and fire and vapor of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood before that great and notable day of the Lord come. And it shall come to pass that whosoever shall call on the name of the Lord shall be saved." Right, man. So, around the world, these people are having visions, you know, dreaming, and when they wake up, they have to tell somebody about their dream. You know, that's That's a form of prophesying, because when you prophesy, it means to tell before, so they waking up because women are not prophets, women a woman can't be a prophet, but she'll have a dream and she'll wake up, and tell her husband her dream or her mama or somebody, what happened in the dream now. But people around the world are having these visions. The Lord has His Spirit poured out in these times, man. Upon all things on the earth, man. Even the beasts of the field, the animals, the creatures. Okay, the earth, man. Everything, man. Everything is being controlled by Yahweh by Shem Shah, man. But I want to get First Thessalonians chapter 5, starting at verse 1. It say, but of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you. Right, man, because we know exactly what time we're in, man. And they're gonna say it, verse 2, it say, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. Right? It could just happen in a moment. But we know that the nuclear missiles, okay, that's gonna turn America into a lake of fire. We know that won't happen until the prophecy or the MOTB is made mandatory. But we just had this thing recently with Microsoft. All right, their system shut down, and like the brothers in the New Orleans camp did a lesson on. They were like, just like that could have been Jacob's trouble, man. That right there came as a thief in the night. And nobody, knew what was going on. They just knew that they couldn't use their computers, to run the business or whatever, man. But verse 3, it say, for when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. Right, man. It's going to be a time like no other, man. It's going to be danger surrounding everybody, man. But the Lord's men, they're going to be protected, in that hour, man, in the day of the Lord's judgment, man, because they gave up their lives to serve the Lord, man, you know. But verse 4, it say, but ye, brethren, are not in darkness, that they should overtake you as a thief. Ye are all the children of light and the children of the way. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore, let us not sleep as others do, but let us watch and be sober. Right, man. And we're watching. We're watching. we ain't out here, like the majority of the world, like the rest of the world, trying to hit every party, every block party, trying to hit every event, trying to be a part of something, anything and everything that's going on, man. We're out here watching. We're watching what this devil is doing, man. That's how we know perfectly, what times we're in, man. But Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, and and his dream was some, you know, some form of motivation or or hope or whatever you want to call it, but something positive, that keep you pushing, man. Lord willing, it was edifying. And to you brothers, I want to say shalom.